Hi, welcome to Yoga with PT Patty. Today we're going to do a class that I was inspired to do last night at an event that we held during the full moon. And so I wanted to share that practice with you today because it was amazing. It was outside, so we got to enjoy watching the sunset on one side and the moon rising on the other side on the lake. So it was beautiful, but I just wanted to share this practice with you today as a way for you to aid in harnessing the energy of the full moon to manifest your intentions. And through this practice, we will be creating space to receive the energy from the moon. And as we are moving and breathing, I want you to think about absorbing the moon's radiant light, even if you are practicing this inside. And this practice is going to start in sitting, which you can do in a chair if sitting on the floor on a meditation cushion or a pillow does not feel comfortable for you. This can be done in sitting in a chair. And then we'll move to a gentle standing moon salutation flow. So with that said, if you do have something to sit on, like a cushion, if you don't have a cushion, you can sit with a pillow or some folded blankets just to raise your hips up a little bit higher than your knees. And then once you get situated, either on the floor, on the cushion, or a pillow, or in a chair, just go ahead and take those hands in your lap, wherever they fall comfortably for you. And then kind of move around on your cushion. And make sure you feel like your sit bones are firmly planted down into your seat. And then I want you to imagine that there is a string attached to the very top of your head, and it's pulling you up to the ceiling, creating length from the base of the spine out through the crown of the head. So you're creating some space in between those vertebrae of the spine. And then go ahead and close your eyes. Start to take some nice deep breaths, noticing where the breath is in your body. And if you want to feel that breath even more, take your left hand on your belly, right hand on your chest at the heart center. Take another deep breath in through the nose, fill the belly, feel that belly expand into the left hand. And as you exhale, feel the belly fall back down towards the spine. Take another deep breath in, feel the belly, the ribs, and the chest. Really feel that expansion into the hands, and as you exhale, feel both the chest and the belly again fall back down towards the spine. And as you are connecting to your breath, start to create some softness into the face, starting at the forehead, making your way down to around the eyes, in between the eyebrows. Allow that softness to melt down your cheeks. And check on your teeth, making sure they're not clenched together. Allow that softness into the jaw. Another deep breath in, feel the belly, the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And this time as you exhale, really start to feel those shoulders relax away from your ears, releasing any tension that you may have had from your day. As you continue to take these nice deep breaths, filling the belly, the ribs, the chest, as you breathe in, you're connecting your mind to your body through the breath. As you continue to breathe fully, I'm going to read a full moon affirmation to you. Today, I accept the mystical energy of the full moon, allowing my intuition and creativity to flow freely. As I release what no longer serves me, I open my heart to new possibilities and deeper connections. I trust in the universe's guidance and honor my emotions as they lead me towards healing and transformation. Take another full breath in, fill the belly, the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And then as you exhale, release those hands down to your sides. And we're going to start to warm up your spine, starting at the top, bottom, and making our way up. So feeling those sit bones again into your seat. I want you to rise up on your sit bones, kind of create a little bit of an arch into the back. And then as you exhale, rock back on those sit bones, making that arch go away. And inhale, rise up on the sit bones. Exhale, rock back on the sit bones, starting to warm up the very lower part of your back, base of the spine. And then bring that pelvis into a neutral position, somewhere in between the two tilts. Reach back behind you. You should have a little bit of an arch into the low back. And you're kind of up on those sit bones. And then start to take the ribs to the sides, side to side. Keep those sit bones firmly planted down in your seat as you shift. Starting to create some space in the side body. Opening up the rib cage, which allows fuller breaths. Then take the ribs over to the side. Bring them to the back. Bring them to the other side and bring them forward over your legs. So you're making a big circle with the ribs, imagining that rib cage is going around the spinal column. Moving with your breath again, starting to warm up the core, starting to create some heat in the center. And then make that circle in the other direction. Again, moving with your breath, keeping the head in a neutral position. Keep the shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. And then come back to that neutral position where the pelvis is in that neutral position where you're slightly up on your sit bones. You have an arch in the back. Bring those ribs over your pelvis. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release them down. Inhale and shrug. Exhale, release. Inhale and shrug. And exhale and release. Bring those shoulders up towards your ears. Open them to the back. Pull those shoulder blades down the back. Roll the shoulders open and down and back. Starting to open up the chest, opening up that heart center, creating space for you to receive that energy. And then allow those shoulders again to fall away from the ears. Turn your palms facing forward, spread your fingers wide, squeeze the shoulder blades gently in towards your spine, and then pull them down your back like you're tucking them into your back pockets. And then line the ears over your shoulders by bringing the head towards the back of the room without lifting your chin. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring your fingertips and your palms together, and exhale, bring those hands down to your heart center. And inhale up overhead. And exhale, release them down. And inhale up overhead. This time, as you clasp your hands together, bring your fingers together, but keep those pointer fingers reaching to the ceiling. So your thumbs are touching, your pointer fingers are touching, and the rest of the fingers are clasping together. Bring those arms towards your head, if you can, without hurting your shoulders. And inhale and reach the steeple, like a steeple with the fingers, up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, we're going to bend to the left half moon. And inhale back to the center. And exhale, bend to the right, half moon to the right. And inhale back to the center. Exhale again, half moon left. Back to the center, half moon to the right. Back to the center, reach with the fingers. And exhale, bend to the left. Inhale and half moon to the right. Come back to the center. Release those hands in a wide position, palms facing forward. Spread your fingers wide apart. Inhale and reach to the corners of the room. And as you exhale, open those arms into a cactus arm position, bending the elbows. And inhale and reach with those fingers. And exhale and open into cactus arm position. And inhale and reach. This time, as you open or bring those arms down, you're bringing the elbows towards your ribs into a W. Look gently up to the ceiling, opening that heart chakra, open the throat chakra, and inhale and reach with those hands. And exhale, open into a W. And inhale and reach. And exhale and open. Inhale and reach. Turn your palms facing out. Float the fingertips down to your sides. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, down to your sides again. And inhale and up. And exhale and down. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Sit up nice and tall. That string is pulling you to the ceiling from the crown of the head. Gently start to take your head to the right and left. Starting to warm up the neck a little bit more. Gentle bend of the head, side to side. Keep those fingers grounded and rooted. into the mat or the floor. And then bring your head back to neutral. Gently turn, look over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, moving with your breath. Inhale one direction, exhale the other. Move within your available range of motion to you with your head, making sure to not cause any pain or discomfort, so don't rotate too far. And then bring your head back to neutral. Inhale the arms up overhead. Turn the palms facing out. Float the fingertips down to your sides. Gently take the head over to the right. Nod your head yes here. Loosening up that left side of the neck. Keep that left shoulder down, away from the ear. And then drop the chin to the chest. Roll the head to the other side into a little half circle. And roll it to the other direction, half circle. And then to the other direction. And this time stay on the left side, left ear towards the left shoulder. Nod your head yes here. Loosen up the right side of the neck. And then go back to your half circle. Keep the shoulders depressed away from the ears as you rotate. And then slowly come back up to neutral with the head. Inhale the arms up overhead. And start to bend left and right. Left hand down, right arm stays up. Keep those sit bones firmly planted down as you bend, creating space on the side of your body. Opening up the rib cage a little bit more. Start to look underneath the top arm to the ceiling. If you're doing this outside, looking at the sky. And then bring that left hand down, right arm comes up. Look underneath the right arm to the ceiling. Pull the right shoulder blade in towards your spine. Inhale and reach with the hand over to the left. And as you exhale, really push that right hip down into your seat. Feel that openness through the right side of the body. And inhale and reach through the hand. And this time as you exhale, you're going to take that right hand towards the left knee, and then towards the right knee, and make a big circle with the arm. So again, imagining that you are scooping all that full moon energy, bringing it down and closer to you and into yourself, absorbing all the radiant light. Using that energy to manifest your intentions, whether those intentions are for you or for somebody else. Bring all that in, come back out, and back up to neutral. Inhale the arms up overhead, and exhale and bend to the right. Right hand down, left arm stays up. Look underneath the left arm to the ceiling, left shoulder blade in towards your spine. Inhale and reach over to the right with the left hand. As you exhale, push that left hip down into your seat. And again, inhale and reach. And this time as you exhale, left hand comes down towards your right knee, then to the left knee, and make a big sweeping circle with that left arm. Working within your full available range of motion to you with that left shoulder, following that left hand with your gaze as you bring it out and up and around. One more big circle with that left arm, and then come back to the center. Inhale those arms up overhead. Create that steeple position with your fingers, with the pointer fingers and thumbs touching. All the other fingers are clasped together. And then inhale and reach to the ceiling. And exhale again, half moon to the left. Inhale to the ceiling. Exhale, half moon to the right. Inhale back to the ceiling. Release those hands down to your sides. And inhale, sweep those arms up overhead, full moon rising. Bringing all that energy together. And exhale, bring all that energy down into you and to your center. We're going to come off of our seats into a standing position. So you can stand on your mat in the middle. It's kind of like I am here with my mat horizontal this way. And if you want to work on your balance here and standing, bring your feet together. If you do not want to work on your balance or you're a little off balance today, I would suggest keeping your feet hip width apart just to give you a more stable base. And then we're going to go back to those pelvic tilts. So lifting the tailbone, tucking it under, lifting it up, tucking it under. kind of doing the pelvic rocking just to loosen up the spine and the lower back in a standing position. Then you're going to find that neutral position with the pelvis here. So neutral pelvis and standing feels level, and it feels like there's a little arch into the back, but not too much of an arch. Turn your palms facing forward. Spread your fingers wide apart. Squeeze those shoulder blades gently in towards your spine, and then pull them down the back like you're tucking them into your back pockets. And then pull the back of the head towards the back of the room, lining the ears over your shoulders. Inhale the arms up overhead. Bring your fingertips and your palms together, and exhale down to your center. And inhale up overhead. Exhale down to your center. And inhale up overhead. Clasp those hands together, but keep the pointer fingers touching and the thumbs touching. Inhale and reach with those fingers, pointer fingers, to the sky or the ceiling. And exhale, half moon to the left. Inhale back to the center, half moon to the right. Inhale back to the center. Take a step to the right, open up those arms into position overhead. Apart. Turn those toes facing out slightly, 45 degrees. Inhale and reach to the corners of the room with those hands, and exhale. Bend the knees, bend the arms into cactus arm position, into goddess squat. Tuck the tailbone slightly, engage your core, belly button towards your spine. Inhale and reach again to the corners of the room, and exhale into your goddess squat. And inhale and reach. And exhale, open into goddess. And inhale and reach. Turn the left foot in, turn the right foot so the toes are facing the top of the mat. Cartwheel those arms down to the right, landing those hands onto the right thigh or below the knee on the shin. Or if you've got blocks, you can have your hands on blocks into pyramid, or if you have the flexibility to bring those hands down to the floor. Take a breath here. Bend that right knee and inhale those arms up into a warrior one. Bring the right hip crease back. Bring that left hip slightly forward. Bring your trunk over your pelvis. Belly button is towards your spine. Engage your core. Inhale, reach with the hands. Exhale, bend that front knee a little bit further, deep in your warrior one. Turn your palms facing forward. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale and reach with those hands to the ceiling. Exhale, open into your cactus arm position. Inhale and reach. And exhale and open again. Inhale and reach. Exhale, open into the W, pulling those elbows towards your ribs, looking gently up to the ceiling, opening the chest and the neck, and inhale. And exhale, open that heart center, and inhale and reach. And exhale and open. Inhale and reach. Turn that back foot slightly, open your arms into a warrior two. Your gaze is to the right, looking out the third finger on the right hand. Squeeze that left shoulder blade gently in towards your spine. Open the right knee to the back. Open the left hip to the back. Inhale, engage your core. And exhale, bend that right knee a little further. Straighten the right knee. Come back to your 5-point star. Turn your toes pointing outward 45 degrees. Inhale, reach with those hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Come back into your cactus arm position in a goddess squat. Tuck your tailbone slightly, engage your core, belly button to the spine. Inhale and reach again. And exhale and squat. Inhale and reach. Turn your right foot in. And turn the left toes to the back of the other side of the mat. Cartwheel those hands down to the left, either on the left thigh, down at the left shin. If you've got blocks, hands on the blocks, or if you've got the flexibility today, bringing those hands down to the floor. Take a breath here for stability. Bend that left knee. Inhale those arms up into your warrior one. Turning that left hip back, right hip comes forward, trunk is over your pelvis. Inhale, reach with those hands. Exhale, bend the left knee a little further, deepen the bend. Turn your palms facing forward. Inhale and reach with the fingers to the ceiling. And exhale, open into your cactus arm position. Inhale and reach. Exhale, open into cactus arms. Inhale and reach. And open into your W position, looking up to the ceiling, opening the heart center, and inhale and reach. And exhale and open into your W, and inhale. Reach the ceiling and exhale, open into your W. Inhale and reach. Open those arms into warrior two. Bringing that left knee out to the back, opening the right hip, looking out to the left, out that third finger. Squeeze the right shoulder blade gently in towards your spine. Engage your core, belly button toward your spine. Inhale. And exhale, bend that left knee a little further. Deepen the bend. Straighten the left knee. Reach to the corners of the room into your 5-point star. Turn your toes about 30 to 45 degrees outwards. Inhale, reach with those hands, and exhale again into your goddess squat. Inhale and reach. And exhale and squat. Inhale, reach. Bring your feet back together or hip width apart. Bring your hands together at the top. Make your steeple position with the pointer fingers reaching to the sky or the ceiling. Inhale and reach again to the ceiling, and exhale, half moon to the right. Inhale back to the center, half moon to the left. Inhale back to the center. Release those hands down your sides. And big inhale, full moon rising. Look up to the hands. And exhale, bring all that full moon energy down into you and to your center. So we're going to take some moments here to slow our breathing down. If you want to stay standing here, just to go back to focusing on your breath. You can stay standing. If you want to go into a traditional Shavasana pose or back to sitting, feel free to go back to sitting. Continuing to take nice deep breaths in through the nose. Feel the belly, the ribs, the chest, all the way up to the collarbones. And exhale and release all that air. Start to slow it down. As you're taking your nice deep breaths, over the next few days, if it is a full moon, wherever you are, try to allow the moon's energy to fuel your manifestation and express some gratitude for all the abundance and blessings that you have in your life. And I thank each of you for joining me today. Namaste.